1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show. It
depends where you live, really. There's Dr. GLADYS.
Well, there you go, Sir Femi.
But I don't believe in it anymore now. No.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that is good. That is good. It's like a phobia being cured, isn't it? It's like it's like someone being cured of a phobia. That's another thing, isn't it? Phobias. Where did that come from? I mean, I'm scared. I'm scared.
It's from. I think phobia is from experience and from a lot of things you've heard from people that if you see this is what happens. If you do this is what happens. It's just, and if you believe in it, it might work for you. It might not until it works the other way around. Right. Then you now start to have a rethink and say, is this really happening or something like that? Does it really happen? Is it real? Right. So it's from experience, is what people say, and from what Trevor has said. Most of these things have been passed down from generation to generation. So a lot of people now, it becomes a norm. It becomes a belief that this is what's going to happen if you do this. So it is stuck in people's head, and people want to try. For example, if your parents say, "Okay, I was looking at the YouTube video the other day,
right?"
And this boy, say about the age of 12 or 13 now, was laughing his head off and was telling his mom and saying, "Mom, things have been passed down," and it gets stuck in people's head, and they just want to believe it all their life.
Right. Right. Okay. Yeah, but
I mean,
go on. Sorry, please.
I was going to say about phobias. I mean, phobias, I believe, are just irrational fears. I mean, it's almost like a normal emotion, normal fear, but greatly exaggerated, based on perhaps past experience or something like that. But that's what a phobia is. And of course, I think one of the definitions says it's a phobia if that fear of whatever it is starts to affect your day-to-day life. Like you may never go on an aeroplane, and if you had a job which involved traveling to other countries, then that would be a great disadvantage. So if a phobia does affect someone's life to any degree, then it is a phobia. But equally, if somebody has claustrophobia and for example won't go in a lift, an elevator, then that may not affect their day-to-day life because they can always live their life without having to do that anyway. But that really is what a phobia is, and there can be treatments for that. You can have some counselling, you can have some sort of cognitive therapy and so on. But yeah, phobias are very disabling, and they can be about anything. There's phobias for just about everything you can imagine. But yeah, not comfortable to have something like that if it affects you.
Yeah, I was just thinking about this. There used to be a program by a famous. He is now a podcaster, but he was a comedian. He started as a comedian. He's called Joe Rogan. I don't know if any of you have heard of him. It was quite controversial during COVID. During COVID, he said something about the vaccines not being real and all that, and it was quite and there was a lot of backlash against him. But anyway, he used to host a program called Fear Factor.
Fear Factor,
Yeah, and it was just getting people to overcome their phobias, really. So, for instance, if somebody had a fear of spiders, it put them in a room full of spiders and film their reaction.
The leader of our gang will make the show go with a bang and fund the aim of everything customers. And fund the aim of everything customers.
Phobias, really. So, for instance, if somebody had a fear of spiders, it put them in a room full of spiders and film their reaction. It was good television. But it wasn't really a cure for it, were it? You know, it was just, it was good for entertainment. But it wasn't, I mean, I have a phobia for, one of them is for flying. Not as severe as the one I have for tight spaces. If I went in a tight space, I'd find it hard to breathe. And I don't know where that comes from, but it's a phobia it's a phobia that I have. So, you know, because bro, when you was talking, you said some phobias might come from past experiences. I think most of them don't actually come from past experiences because, and I'll give you an example, because when you study phobias in animals, say for instance, a bird is naturally afraid of a snake, not because it's seen a snake attack, anything of its kind in the past. Perhaps it's only a chicken, but he sees a snake and he's afraid of a snake, and actually is a real fear. But where did they get that fear from? This is what I'm saying. So some fears are instinctive, aren't they? You know, you're born with it. Yeah. So the fear. Yeah. Sorry. Go on. Was you gonna say something, Femo?
No. I was going along with what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So some fears are instinctive, because I've tried analyzing my fear of tight spaces and flying, and I think another one that I have is water. If I don't have to do anything with a pool of water, I try to avoid it. You know.
Can you swim?
No, I can't. This is the thing, because I just try to avoid it. But I've seen somebody with
he will drown in a cup of water.
I probably would.
He will drown in a cup of water.
I probably would, Dr. GLADYS. Yeah, so it's something that I mean I've seen worst. I've seen somebody with a worst kind of phobia. This guy would not even go in the swimming pool. Even if it was knee length deep, he wouldn't even go there. You know, he's that scared. But I'm not. I would actually go until neck level or neck length, something but so that's mine. But I've seen someone that's worse, and I don't know where his one comes from, but I saw him and I laughed at it. But I know I have my own phobia as well. So phobias can be instinctive.
So is this phobia now? I'm talking about the swimming thing and the water and whatever. So is it like when there's a large amount of water or even a small amount of water?
Right. I mean, I'll go in the swimming pool, but I never go in the deep end. If that makes sense. Once I can't feel my feet, I'm off.
So is this phobia now? Yeah. For swimming pool or a large amount? I'm still saying a large amount of water.
Well,
what about if you're in a bath in your house? Can you go deep down and submerge?
Oh yeah, I could do that in a bath. Yeah. I could do that. I could do that in a bath. Yeah.
So if you can do that, why can't you not do it in the swimming pool? You're submerging now, but in the swimming pool you wouldn't even try. But you're submerging in your bath, so that must bring something to your. Huh?
I would in the swimming pool, but I still need to feel my feet. I still need to be able to feel.
So that's bringing us to the fact that you can't swim. That's why you have the phobia for it. Because if you can submerge in the bath in your house,
Yeah.
and you don't fear anything, why can you not do it in a swimming pool? So that's what brought me back to is a large amount of water.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
some people when the first thing when you see a swimming pool and you see that water going, fucking look out. Sorry for my language.
Yeah. Don't worry.
This has happened to me. The first time I went in, close to a swimming pool about the age of 10.
Yeah.
And we all change and everyone's running. And mind you, I've been saying, oh, when I get in there. Has anybody watched Man from Atlantic? There's a movie back then, Man from Atlantic. He goes swimming like that. And I've been telling all my friends, I said, when I get in there, I'll just go like Man from Atlantic going like that. You know what I mean? When I got straight and I saw the swimming pool and it was going, the water was going like that. I said, no, I'm not going in there. Do you know, for close to an hour, I didn't move 3 feet close to the swimming pool. 3 feet. And eventually, when I saw everyone jumping, you know, there's a deep end and there's a shallow end.
Yeah.
I saw everyone, people who ordinarily, when I tell them to do something, they sit down and do it. And I saw them jumping in the water. And so I went closer. I sat by the pool. I was now getting more confident. I sat close to the edge of the swimming pool. I put my leg in, you know. Gradually, I went in and I was going in. I held on to the side of the pool and I was going in and I was going in. And my leg eventually touched. And before I left that day, I was swimming, not perfectly swimming. Yeah, no. So this phobia of a thing is, I think is, no, I don't know how to put it. It's in our head.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't think you've got a phobia, Emmy, because I think if you did, you wouldn't be able to go in the water and stand with it up to your neck. If you were really phobic about the water, I don't think you could do that. Clearly, you have a fear of not being able to feel your feet on the floor or on the, under the water, and that's that. I'm not sure I would call that a phobia, but maybe you do. I don't. But I must say, I was very impressed with Femi's description of swimming like the man from Atlantis. Could you do that again, Femi, for us, please? It was very, very incredible, I might say.
Right, this is all we've got time for.
Right.
This is all we've got time for, unfortunately, guys. Yeah, we've had a blast. So, do you want to do the conclusion this time, bro?
Yes, okay, Kaz. Well, that was interesting, to say the least, particularly the high spot being Sir Femo's description of how the man from Atlantis swims. And we'll have to get him to do that again for us. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed our show today. Join us again next week. I've been Trevor Gear, and he calls me Bruv.
And I've been Emmy Hikins, and he calls me Cuz.
There's a lady in the house. I want her to say something first.
All right, yeah. Dr. GLADYS, let me get her to mute. All right.
No, I just had fun. I was at the door, and then I had to get somewhere, and everything just turned upside down. It was beautiful being here. And I watched the man from Atlanta. I did watch that. Oh my goodness. And I know it was interesting. Yeah, phobia is a real thing. It is a real thing.
Yeah.
And like you said, I think it's just a mind game. Sometimes when you're forced to face your fear, then you find out there was really no fear there at all.
There's no fear there at all, yeah.
When you're forced to face your fears, then it's a different ball game entirely. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah, very much so.
By the way. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have done.
Of our gang will make the show go with a bang and fund the aim of everything customers. And fund the aim of everything customers.